What's up, y'all? It's Jason Will, real estate broker at Blueprint Realty Company. Got a special episode of today's home tour on Smith Lake because we're touring 167 County Road 189 here in Crane Hill, and it's not direct lake frontage. You don't have direct or deeded access to the lake. You just have this view behind me. Is that enough for you? And I can tell you, for a small, minority in my database of people that are, at least lake home curious, it's enough because they've never owned or operated a watercraft on a lake, much less any body of water like ever. So that's a little bit daunting to them. They can't comprehend it. They just want this and maybe even that country life feel, where you can have your garden, you can have a workshop. You don't have to have, your lifestyle limited by HOA rules and regulations. So that is very freeing for a lot of people. But the caveat here, which is noted in the listing description itself, is that we're right around the corner, driving distance from Trident Marina, where you can keep a boat, dry store it, wet store it, whatever. It's available. So that's interesting, right? So this might just be speaking to you. This is a barn dominium. We're going inside. I'm going to stop talking now. So it's fine inside. Can't wait to show it to you. All right, y'all, welcome inside. And if you're a fan of like incredibly tall ceilings, you're gonna absolutely love the first impression it makes as soon as you cross the threshold into this pristine listing. And like, I'm sitting right here, I'm looking out at the lake. I've got all this light and bright space, and I'm just like, man, this is a good life right here, y'all. All right, we've got some really elegant LG appliances here. Beautiful black granite that just contrasts really, really well with the white cabinets. Man, big island. Lots of breakfast bar seating there. Got a deep farmhouse sink right here. Yeah, so the only thing I wish it had was a gas range. Not a super big fan of these glass tops, but maybe we could work on that after the sale. Y'all, I love a spacious laundry room, even though I hate doing laundry. We've got a nice folding, looks like handmade piece of furniture here for folding your laundry. But biggest thing is you just don't see these utility tubs anymore. And man, will you get a lot of use out of that. Okay, about to show off the guest suites, which are very spacious. Got the guest bath behind me that divides the two guest suites. So let's take a look at those real quick and then we'll head over to the primary. I'm no GC or mathematician, but I feel like these doorways, these hallways are a little bit oversized, which would be very, very attractive if you're looking at this for maybe a retirement home option. Next time I'll bring a measuring tape. All right, welcome into your primary king suite. This sucker is big. We've got plenty of room For all the big massive furniture pieces, you can just go nuts in here. All right, listen, right in front of me here, got some logistics. We've got probably the biggest walk-in closet I've ever seen in my entire life. Right here to my right, to my left, I've got a really elegant primary ensuite bath. But the biggest thing I wanted to point out, and then I promise I'm gonna shut up because I tend to ramble if I don't stop myself, is that I can sit up in my super king size bed and be greeted with this view out here, which is not your ordinary view. It's a big lake view. The way that the landscape slopes down to the lake, we've just got this big vantage point to enjoy. I'm talking whether you're sitting up in bed, you know, reading a book on a Sunday afternoon, having a morning coffee on the front porch. I mean, the scenery from this vantage point is probably what's gonna sell this home, even though it has a ton of really nice features. Oh yeah, y'all, this is living. Well, it's time to say goodbye. Oh, this is why you always want to look up at a showing. We've got the hardware already installed for a porch swing out here, so that's really nice, but I'm kicking it old school in the rocking chair. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. I really feel like this is going to speak to people that are looking for the most simplified version of lake living, where you don't have the direct lake frontage, you don't have all the things that come along with that, like the price tag, the maintenance, all the stuff. So this is like as simplified as it gets. You have the view, you've got a panoramic lake view to boot, and you've just got all the other things that come with, I think, country living. So you've got almost an acre, you've got lots of privacy, you've got a good bit of land here to do what you want with it. If you want to get some goats, some chickens, you know, you want to get that garden going, nobody's going to holler at you. You know, you've got the freedom to do what you want here. Build extra buildings, put other dwellings on it. I would probably put an RV parking pad so my friends could pull their RVs up here and stay for the weekend. So a lot of options, a lot of flexibility, and move-in ready. I mean, what else could you really ask for? So if you think I'm talking to you, give me a call or shoot me a text. It's 251-583-9728. If you want to see all the homes that are listed lakefront, just go to smithlakeactivelistings.com. That's smithlakeactivelistings.com. All right, I got to run, but I will see you shortly on the next episode of today's home tour on Smith Lake. Again, I'm your host, Jason Will, real estate broker with Blueprint Realty Company, and I appreciate you guys so much. Please remember to hit that like button, leave a comment, and if you can, maybe share this with somebody who's been thinking like, oh, I really love a water view, but I don't really want to be on the water. Send this to them, all right? Thank you so much.